Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to talk about how to view a files and how to read the files with ls commands, cat command, more and less command, and head and tail commands. So, ls command is to view the files and directories inside a folder or inside a directory, and cat command is to read the files, whether it can be log files or it can be a configuration file or it can be any kind of file. And more and less command will also to view the file, but we'll discuss what is the difference between cat, more and less. Also we can use head command and tail command also to view the files, but head command we can see the first few lines of a file, and tail command if you want to see only few lines from the bottom of your file, then we can use head and tail commands. So now first let's go and talk about the ls command. So as of now I connected to the same Linux machine. Now I'm going to execute the ls command. If you type ls command, it is going to show you whatever the files and directories are available inside your present working directory. In Windows, whenever you go to any specific directory, by default it will show all the files and directories of that directory. But in Linux, by default it will not show. It will display only when you execute ls command. So this is an ls output. So we can see three directories here. How I know whether this is our directories or files? So to know more about this information, you can use options. Here in Linux, for every command, there will be lot of options will be available. With the help of options, you can get more detailed information or you can do more activity with the help of the options. So for ls, I'm going to give an option called -l. So every option you can use with the hyphen, and if you execute now it is showing this directories with the more information. How I know that this is a directory? So if you see here the starting, this is called D, means it's a directory. If it is a plain text file, then it will show hyphen. Okay, so now let's go and create a file with called touch command, touch file1, and again if I use ls-l command, then if you see here it is showing nothing, means it is called as a file. So if it is a D, means it's a directory. That is the difference we can able to identify between the directories and files. And with this information, it is giving you lot of other information. So these are the directories, but these are called as a permissions, and this is the owner, this is a group, and this is the size of this directory, and when it got created or last modified, it is going to be displayed. With this ls command, we have many more options are available. So to know that, we can use ls-l and we can give t also. So better to use this command in some other directory where it contains more files and directories, so that we'll get more detailed information or we can know more about these options. So for that purpose, I'll go to a separate directory called etc. So don't worry about what are the commands I'm using it now, touch command or cd command. Again in later sessions we are going to discuss about it. So just go to this directory and ls-. I'm just adding one more option called T. So just go here, and if I execute here, it is showing all these files and directories which are available inside this etc directory. So it is showing based upon the timestamp. If you see the last 2013, it is showing as a last, and this is the latest files. Based upon the timestamp, it will show you. If you use just ls-l without T option, it will show in an alphabetic order. So it doesn't matter whether if you see some files are 2020, 2020, 19. So it is not going to show based upon the timestamp. It will show in an alphabetic order. If you see here, A, B, C, D, E, in this way it will show. And I'll just clear the screen. ls-lt, if you type, it is show based upon the timestamp. So it is showing latest files on the top and old files are inside the end of the output. And if you use R, ls-lt, if you add option called R, then it will show in a reverse order. So previously latest files were showing on the top and old files were showing on the bottom, but if you use R, it's a reverse. So the old files will show on the top and latest files will show in the down. So last modified files will be shown in the last bottom of this output. So this is a regular command we use whenever we go into any directory. The first command we just execute is ls-ltr to see the files information inside the specific directory. And how we know that what are the options are available for each and every command. As of now, I know that this ls command contains L option, T option, R option. What are the other options are available? So as I discussed in the previous session, you can check with the man command, man with the ls command. So I'm checking the manual page of ls. Inside this, you can see all options here. So whatever the options. So list information about the files in the current directory by default. So if you see, these are the options. -a, uppercase A, -b, -c, -d, -f. Like this, many options are available, but we use whatever the option we need based upon the requirement. So if you see here, the options which we used, T and R, you see reverse order while sorting. This is the option which we used. And if you use -uppercase R, it's recursive. List subdirectories recursively means whatever the directories are there, inside the directories, if some other files and directories are there, everything will be displayed. So that way it is going to be worked. R and size, same way. If you see -t, sort by modification time, newest first if you use T. So this way we are going to use the options based upon our requirement. So let's use some other options here. Now I'm going to use ls-l, or maybe uppercase R I'm going to use. See, this is going to show you the files and directories inside your directories. So inside this auto start systemd you can see these files, and inside these schemas you can able to see these files. So recursively it is displaying all the files and directories inside those directories. So this is how our option will work. And also we can see the hidden files. Same like in the Windows, we'll have some hidden files. Whenever you go to the option show hidden files, then only it will display. Same way here, the files with the hidden, same way here also we can see the hidden files which will start with dot. So if you want to see that, then you should use A option with the ls command. So I'm using -a. So here mostly I don't see any files and directories with the dot. So let's go back. I'm just uh, I'm just going back to the home directory of Ubuntu. Here I'll try with ls-a command, and if I use ls-ltra, so I'm adding A with ltra so that I'll get detailed information. So if you see here, dot profile, dot bash rc, these are hidden files. By default in the ls-ltr command, it will not display. If you see, only these files are available, but we can able to see with adding A option, we can see dot profile, dot bash rc. These are called hidden files. We can also create any file which will start with dot, but it will show as an hidden file. you want to view hidden files, then you can add a option over here. And from these directories, if you want to view the files of a specific directory, then you can use ls hyphen with L option and a D option. So D to view the information about the directory. So I'm going to use data 1 directory. So if I give this way, then it is going to show only information about this specific directory. So this way also we can able to view. So like this, many other options will be available for each and every command. So whatever we need or whatever we regularly use, we can practice them by looking at the manual page. So this is about the ls command, listing of files and directories from a present working directory, or we can check the files and directories of some other directory instead of present working directory. How it is possible? We need to give the full path of the directory. Present, I'm inside this working directory, so that's why I'm executing ls-ltr command. If you want to execute this command on some other directory instead of your present working directory, then you should give the full path of the directory. Let's say, so present I am inside this /home/ubuntu. Now I want to view the files and directories of /tmp. So I'm going to give ls-ltr, then I'm giving the path tmp. So this way I'm telling that list the files and directories of /tmp but not present working directory. So this is the information inside the /tmp. So we can see only directories are available inside the temp, but there are no other files. But whereas if in the local present working directory, this is the information. So this is how we can execute ls-ltr or any other option with ls command inside our present working directory or on any other directory outside of the present working directory also we can able to execute it. This is about the ls command. Let's meet in the next video.